The South Korean KF-21 Boramae fighter has received final combat suitability approval from the country's defense ministry, clearing it for operational deployment as it is poised to replace the F-5 and F-16 as the new backbone of the country's combat fleet. The approval process required the Defense Acquisition Program Administration to submit evaluation results to the Defense Ministry and followed more than a decade of development and flight testing, covering more than 13,000 conditions.
The type approved for service was the KF-21 Block 1 air-to-air combat variant, which is not considered a fully fifth-generation fighter and will be produced in limited numbers as a stopgap until the much more capable KF-21 Block 2, which has internal weapons carriage and is a fully fifth-generation aircraft, can be brought into production. The KF-21 Block 1's stealth capabilities are considered sufficient to provide an advantage in air-to-air engagements, but insufficient to launch penetration strikes into well-defended airspace, such as that of North Korea. The fighters will nevertheless integrate an enhanced local variant of the Taurus cruise missile, which can destroy underground fortifications over long ranges without placing them in range of hostile fire. The KF-21 program marks a significant milestone in South Korea's continued rise to become one of the world's leading defense sectors and one of the two leading producers of NATO-standard armaments alongside the United States. No Ji-man, head of the KF-21 program office, described the approval as demonstrating that Korea has fully secured its own fighter jet development capability, reflecting the country's transition from a near-total dependence on imported equipment to emergence as a leading defense producer. The KF-21 program is expected to make South Korea one of just 4 countries to produce fifth-generation fighters, alongside China, the United States, and Russia. The fighter is nevertheless considered far simpler and less capable than the latest Chinese and US designs, such as the J-20 and F-35, and to a lesser extent, also less capable than the Russian Su-57. The significant barriers to entry into fifth-generation combat aviation, however, have made South Korea's position unique, with its fighter being far less costly and easier to maintain than the F-35, allowing it to be marketed and operated as a lower-end counterpart as part of a high-low combination. Although Turkey is seeking to develop a fifth-generation fighter under the TFX program, the serious limitations of the country's tech sector and industrial base mean that even if this is achieved, not only will it be a much less capable aircraft, but it will also be very heavily reliant on support and inputs from other NATO members. As a far more developed country with a much larger and healthier industrial base and a world-leading tech sector, South Korea is in a much better position to develop advanced fighter aircraft. If you enjoyed this analysis, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with others. I'll see you in the next one.